Okay, John, so this year we installed a system for you. It came around that you needed a burglar alarm system. John, can you just talk us through that?
Okay, well, we moved into a house last September, didn't have a burglar alarm system, and the insurance company were going to insist that it was not just a system, but it had to be linked through to a response. So obviously I knew that I needed to deal with somebody that was pretty decent and knew you guys anyway. So got you to come and have a look at it. That was really effectively done. Sales engineer came down, really was very thorough throughout the house, and not only just looking at what was to be covered, but he was explaining when he was doing that the various aspects and the implications of a type of installation or another type of installation, just so that we could get the best way. And the other important thing was actually siting and locating control boxes and the like, so that they would be in a really suitable place. So that was great at the front end, if you like.
That's excellent. So, would that be Adam? Was it? Okay?
Yeah, it was Adam.
Yeah.
And of course I met him. He's a great lad. He's a smashing guy.
So then, from that, you give us an order and how long we come and install it. How did that go?
Yeah, I mean, the other good thing was, as you know, Dave, I teach this stuff, so it was interesting to watch it being done right. Was the way that we got the quote. It was very comprehensive. It had all the information in there, and then set us through in terms of what we had to do next. When we contacted the office, the date was set up. There was no variation to that. And then we were delighted. Lads turned up on time, which is always excellent. Two bright young fellows, really impressive. First thing they did was to take their shoes off, take their boots off, which Helen was really impressed at. And they set about looking at the house, confirming various details just to make sure that they had a full understanding and what our particular choices were. And they just set away to work. And they were very good about where items were installed, particularly, as I've mentioned before, about the siting of the control boxes, which they were particularly careful about. And the whole installation went well. They said it would take sort of day and a half, nearly 2 days, and it did. And the thing I've got to add at the end is that they tidied up every bit of mess. There was no mess. You know, the usual electrician's trick, as I call it, where all the cable ends have got to go on the floor in random piles. None of that. That was all taken care of. So we were delighted. We really were.
So you'd be happy, and you'd, I think a lead on from that is you'd be happy to recommend us on there.
Oh yeah, completely. I mean, the whole process was absolutely professional. And the other thing is, and worth noting, is yes, I've tripped the alarm a couple of times by accident, dealing with your control centre, dealing with your people, and we've had the service done and so on and so forth. It's been absolutely spot on. Everything's worked as it should do, and that's absolutely fantastic.
Just really kind of what you want, hopefully, isn't it? Yeah.
It's what you want every time. I mean, I often say, it's about what you pay for and what you get. With Keybury, it was a great balance, in my opinion. It was just the right stuff.
Fantastic, John. Well, I'd just like to say, in finishing, really, from somebody who does what you do, which is teach businesses to do things properly,
yeah,
then we appreciate what you're saying about our business and how we're doing it.
Fantastic. My pleasure, Dave. My pleasure.